Robert Dean, who died on October 11, 2018, was a Major Sergeant who worked in the U.S. Army for 28 years. He served in various places, but also in the Supreme Command of NATO, which at that time was in France. He was famous for his shocking statements. He stated, in fact, that when he was in France in the NATO headquarters in Europe, he was able to view a top-secret dossier, which dealt in detail on UFOs, extraterrestrial visits, and flying saucers. This secret dossier was entitled The Assessment. The development of this dossier was the result of a secret project funded by NATO. It was translated into 4 languages and kept in a secret place inside an armored crypt, to which only very few people could access who had the clearance, Cosmic Top Secret. Robert Dean was also among these. Based on specific requests, he had the task of identifying the requested document in the dossier and delivering it to the authorized applicant. After the leave, he decided to tell his experience, and therefore to violate the bond of secrecy to which it was linked during the military career. In this, it was facilitated by the opening of some American politicians on the UFO topic, and from the fact that other soldiers had made similar decisions.
I guess I speak out openly and bluntly about this because I feel so strongly about it. I violate my security oath every time I speak about it. I do it intentionally and I do it on purpose because I feel so strongly that the American people not only have a right to know the truth, but they have a need to know the truth. When I was assigned to the War Room, I learned that a study had been initiated in 1961, and everybody was talking about it. They were gossiping about it. And the subject was UFOs, and that intrigued me a bit. When that study was concluded in 1964 and it was published, and I was still working in the War Room at that time, I had access to this document. I had a chance to read it. And having been exposed to it, I must tell you honestly that my life has never ever quite been the same. Because I read first-hand reports, verifiable NATO military material that indicated that the UFOs were not only real, that they represented something far beyond anything I had ever imagined before. When the study was concluded in '64, they concluded that there were 4 different groups apparently coming and visiting us. Out of those 4 different groups, one group looked exactly like we do, so much so that they could sit beside you in a restaurant or in an airplane or in a theater, and you'd never know. And that particular point bothered the military guys a lot. The point being that some of these people from somewhere could be walking up and down the corridors of SHAPE headquarters, or they could be walking up and down the corridors of the Pentagon. One day at lunch, a lieutenant colonel made the remark, he says, "Jesus, do you realize they could even be in the White House?" The truth, Don, apparently is simply this, that we're not alone, we've never been alone. We are apparently part of an infinite universe filled with intelligent life.
It's like my analogy of the Pandora's box. You don't open it just a little bit. You just lift the lid just a tiny bit and boom, everything comes out. Well, when everything comes out, it's going to blow the lid off of everything, because this is the biggest damn story in human history. And it's simply this: you're not alone, and you have never been alone. And you have had, as I have learned over the years, an intimate interrelationship with advanced extraterrestrial intelligence from the beginning of human history. And one of the big secrets is that they don't want to even get close to is that your very existence was initiated and orchestrated by an advanced extraterrestrial intelligence. Now, how the hell are they going to tell you all of that?